If I'm being completely honest, I didn't let myself go at all during lockdown. I think it's because I focused on that, and it wasn't a word that I was thinking of at the time, but it was that concept of mastery. And it was, what's the goal? What's the goal? The goal is not to be what. If I like look at, I've had this discussion with a few friends recently. If you like look back on what lockdown was and take away, you know, the pandemic and the fear that brought, and obviously the struggling and the anxiety of not really knowing what's coming next. But what I was doing during lockdown was probably the perfect way that I could live my life to achieve that mastery and achieve what I wanted to achieve. Like I was just, and because I had those, you know, those goals in the forefront of my mind, I was able just to stay disciplined. And I wrote out a daily plan of what I needed to do. And it was like, you know, wake up, do my morning routine, which is like Wim Hof breathing, meditation. So I made sure I do that. Then the next thing was, okay, go and train. So I had a plan from Ethos that I could incorporate all the stuff I had at home. Did my plan from Ethos. And it was like, during the day, I've got to analyze 3 fights. I've got to read 2 chapters of the book I'm reading. I've got to, and make sure I was ticking all those things off. And then it was go and train in the evening. And I was lucky that I had a key to Evolution Gym and no one else was using it. So I felt comfortable that it wasn't going to be, you know, contaminated by anything, because we didn't really know what was going on with the whole COVID thing. So I knew I was the only one using it. And I was just putting in like 2-hour training sessions there, working on technique and the stuff that I'd analyzed from the fights that I'd analyzed, and then come home, you know, do my recovery routine. And I was literally just, that's all I did every single day of, and then had Sundays off, and I just stuck to that routine. And probably the main thing it did was just kept my mental health just in check, because I felt like I was leveling up and evolving and just ready for whatever was coming next. And then 2, I was just, it created a thing of like, now I know that whatever happens, I'm going to be able to have that discipline, because even when the world's crumbling around, I'm still, and it might look crazy to someone else, but for me, it was like the most sensible thing I could do. Just make that routine and work towards the next thing. And I truly feel like I came out of that lockdown period just like completely leveled up person and fighter. So, yeah.
I love the fact that at the top of your list is get up. That's an important one. Like I love the fact that that's actually on your list. I got to wake up. That's an important one. I mean, come on.
You got to start your day.